After 10 years of Marvel's ambitious, unprecedented, interconnected genre filmmaking, Avengers Infinity War is finally gonna give fans everything they've ever wanted. A 63-way kiss. Wait, sorry, that's my personal wish list. What it's really gonna give fans is Avengers fighting against Thanos, who seems destined to complete his mission to collect those cosmic Mancala beads known as the Infinity Stones. And they're not just great for bedazzling a gauntlet, they're also the most powerful artifacts in the Marvel Universe. But just how powerful are they? Where do they come from? And why should you even care? Well, on today's episode of the Dan Cave, I'm going to give you a brief history of everything you need to know about the Infinity Stones. The Infinity Stones made their auspicious debut in the pages of 1972's Marvel premiere #1, a strange piece of Jesus Christ Superstar fanfiction in which Adam Warlock, who you might remember from that golden sarcophagus at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, was given the first Infinity Stone, the Soul Stone, and instructed to save Counter-Earth, an experimental world that was intended to be a utopian version of Earth, but of course it wasn't, and things went to hell in a handbasket, you know, because comics. Back then, though, the Infinity Stones weren't called Infinity Stones. They were known as Infinity Gems or Soul Gems, which I think are inarguably better names, but hey, I'm not Kevin Feige. Don't have a black hat and a cool blazer. They are immensely powerful oblong objects that give its wielder total mastery over an aspect of the universe that each stone or gem represents. When wielded together in that delightful golden glove known as the Infinity Gauntlet, they give its wearer total command over reality as we know it.
I'll do it myself.
As revealed in Thanos Quest #2, the gems were originally part of an all-powerful sentient being of unlimited power, later known as Nemesis. At the time, Nemesis was the only living being in all realities, period. It was an incredibly lonely existence, though, so eventually it commits suicide and was reincarnated as the 6 Infinity Gems because you can't contain that much power. Each gem became associated with a different facet of existence: power, space, time, mind, soul, and reality. This origin is slightly different in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where the Infinity Stones were created thousands of years ago by the 4 cosmic entities: Death, Entropy, Infinity, and Eternity. You might remember them from that sweet temple vault on Morag where Star-Lord first found the orb containing the Power Stone. There was like this cool design featuring them, you know. From here on out, I'll be calling them the Infinity Stones because that is the current MCU parlance, even though Gems is objectively cooler. Their colors have changed over the years, most notably with 2017's Marvel Legacy, which retconned them to better reflect the movie continuity, but one thing remains the same. Each stone possesses unique and devastatingly powerful abilities, so let's take some time to explain how they work. The Mind Stone. Originally blue in color and now yellow in the comics and the MCU, this allows the user to greatly enhance their psionic abilities, things like telepathy or telekinesis. And when used in concert with the Power Stone, you can access all of the minds in existence simultaneously. In the MCU, it was hidden inside of Loki's scepter, which used to mind control people like Hawkeye and Dr. Eric Selvig, and it was later used to bring the Vision to life in Age of Ultron. And I'm sure nothing bad will happen to it or the Vision in Infinity War. Keep making that pepper cash. The Reality Stone. No, it doesn't transform all television into The Bachelor, but it could. Originally yellow in color and now red, the Reality Stone allows its wielder to bend the laws of reality to their will. For example, you could make it that 2 + 2 = 5, or you could make orange rhyme with something, or you could give Kyle Hill frosted tips and a monocle. The possibilities are limitless. In the MCU, it's known as the Ether. It's a liquid that's able to convert matter into dark matter and empower its host, like you saw Malekith do in Thor: The Dark World, if you remember that movie, and I'm sorry for reminding you. During Age of Ultron, Thor had a vision in which it solidified into the Reality Stone, and when powered up, this can grant control over all of reality as we know it. The Power Stone. It's right there in the name, baby. This bad boy gives you incredible amounts of power. I'm talking sick gains, bro. It was originally red and now purple in the comics and the MCU. The Power Stone grants the user enhanced physical strength, endurance, and allows them to manipulate energy. It also enhances the abilities of all the other Infinity Stones, so if you gotta have one, it's a pretty good one to have. In the MCU, the Power Stone was stored inside the Orb, an ornate containment unit that was discovered by Star-Lord in a temple on the planet Morag. And when fully powered up, the Power Stone imbues its owner with omnipotence. In other words, it's the ultimate protein shake. The Space Stone. Now this nasty Larry allows its user to bend the fabric of space to their will, thus making interdimensional travel possible by opening gateways between disparate points in the universe. The stone, originally purple and now blue, is contained within the Tesseract in the MCU and was most famously used by Loki to open a portal through which Chitauri forces invaded New York in 2012's Avengers. It can also grant its user super speed, and when it's in its most powerful state, it gives its user omnipresence, the ability to be everywhere at once, kind of like that one guy who says first in every comment section when he's like the third commenter. Why? Why are you there? Thank you for watching. The Time Stone. Previously orange, now a resplendent shade of green, the Time Stone is pretty self-explanatory. It lets the user manipulate time by accelerating or reversing its flow. In the MCU, it's housed inside the Eye of Agamotto, which is Doctor Strange's version of a Millennium puzzle piece for you Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there. Blue Eyes White Dragon is not canon in this universe. It also gives its wielder the ability to see into the past and the future, as well as travel through time, control people's aging, and, as we saw Doctor Strange do to Dormammu, trap people in endless time loops like some sort of Vine of the Damned. When fully powered up, it gives the owner complete control over the past, present, and future, as well as omniscience. It's kind of like Facebook after you give them all of your data. The Soul Stone. Originally green in the comics and now just a lovely shade of orange, the Soul Stone is the only Infinity Stone that we've yet to see on the big screen. Everyone has their theory as to where it could be in the MCU. I mean, maybe Idris Elba's Heimdall has it. Maybe it's in Wakanda. Maybe the real Soul Stone was the friends we made along the way. Regardless, this powerful object allows its owner to manipulate the souls of the living and the dead. It also acts as a gateway to an idyllic pocket dimension where souls can be trapped. Arguably the most dangerous of the stones, the Soul Stone in the comics is actually sentient and thirsts for more souls. Who among us doesn't? If one isn't careful though, the stone can possess you and bend you to its will, and when fully powered up, it grants the user complete control over all living beings in existence. You know, kinda like the Illuminati and the lizard people who've infiltrated the highest levels of government all over the world! The Infinity Stones were first assembled by Thanos during the 1990 Thanos Quest and Infinity Gauntlet miniseries. Thanos isn't just like a magpie attracted to shiny things though, he gathered all the stones, amassing godlike power in the process so he could impress his crush, Mistress Death, who, as you may have guessed, is the literal personification of death itself. Really makes you rethink the term boning, huh? I guess not, it'd just be grosser. Anyway, you can learn all about this and his weird love triangle with Deadpool of all people in another Dan Cave episode that I, Dan Cave, did previously. That's not my name, but some of you think it is. In Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos uses his powers to brutally murder half of all the living beings in the universe so he can restore balance to the universe. I don't know about that. This in turn leads Adam Warlock to assemble Earth's surviving heroes and launch an all-out assault on Thanos, which is full of intrigue, betrayal, murders most foul, and spoiler alert, Thanos eventually living a simple life as a farmer. Most recently, the stones return, deadlier than ever, in Marvel Comics' ongoing Infinity Countdown storyline. Where they'll wind up, though, nobody knows, but smart money is on Thanos' hand, you know, because vertical integration. On the big screen, though, Thanos and his goon squad, known as the Black Order, or Children of Thanos if you're nasty, which you can also learn about in another episode I did, are gonna give Earth's mightiest heroes a run for their money as everyone's favorite CrossFit California raisin tries to assemble the Infinity Stones for his own sinister ends, like permanently killing Captain America. Sorry guys, it's gonna happen. Anyway, that is everything that you need to know about the Infinity Stones, or gems, or shiny boys, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't matter. Which Infinity Stone, though, would you most want to possess? Who is actually gonna bite it in Infinity War? Let me know in the comments below and give me an all-powerful thumbs up while you're there. Now be sure to like and subscribe or else you might miss next week's episode about the story of an Ohio teenager who jacks into the cyber and lives in the VR paradise where everyone gets to be Diana of Themyscira in Ready Player Wonder Woman. Until next time, keep on digging. Let's open up the old mailbag, shall we? At Langley M. Neely asks, what's the best convention or festival for a broke con newbie to get their feet wet in the convention circuit? It's a great question, Langley. Nowadays, there are so many smaller scale conventions out there, so you can attend one without breaking the bank. And it depends on where you live, but I'd suggest events like WonderCon in Anaheim, or Emerald City Comic Con up in Seattle, or any one of the PAX conventions, or Honestly, any smaller fandom-specific or anime con. I went to Anime Boston for many years before moving out to LA, and it was a great way to experience a convention atmosphere without feeling as overwhelmed as one can get at San Diego Comic-Con, for example. Ultimately, I'd say look at a con's programming and its talent lineup and seeing what jives with your interests. Now, going with friends is always a treat because it's good to have a buddy, but the cool thing about cons is they're full of other awesome people who geek out about the same stuff that you do, so you can definitely make friends there. That's part of the appeal, convention friends. So hopefully, whatever con you go to, you're gonna have a great time. But tell me, what con would you recommend for a newbie? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.